Few months and I got a lot of crap to say, so this is great. First off, thank you to Frontier House for doing a breakfast event as a morning man for 30 years. This is when I shine. So I love the breakfast circuit. This is awesome. Also being back at the Country Club here at Greeley, I have lost 167 balls out here. And that's just on this hole. So I know this place well, but I have morphed off into Brian Gary Happiness Warrior. It is my mission to make America smile again. All right, it seems like everyone has forgotten how to do that. There seems to be an angry tone all over, and we are in control of changing that. We keep waiting for no elected official is going to do it. Sorry, John, but we cannot expect an elected official to change us because we're the ones who need to change. It's not up to somebody else to lead us. We are in charge. We are the ones who can make a change, and we have that power. It is us as a community who make the difference. Now, I believe everyone can be happy. Everyone has that choice every morning when they wake up. It's a decision you make when you get up and head out that door. All of us are going to see and hear the same things when we step out the door. I could go outside and hear the birds singing and feel a warm day coming on. Somebody could walk out in the same conditions. All they hear is that tire squealing or somebody yelling down the street. What are you going to tune into? You completely have control of how you're going to react to it and how you are going to face that day. What's going to be your mood that day? We as people need to realize we are in so much more control than we give ourselves credit for. It is really easy to blame things around us, conditions around us, when really what it comes down to, it's our own dang choice and it's our own way of doing things that make that happiness come. You can have happiness, but believe me, you've got to be willing to fight like hell for it. Because the world will do all sorts of things to try to bring you down, but if you know how to have the tools to fight for happiness, know the way to do it, know how to reset your brain. Now, this is something I've had to deal with, and we talked about, as she was introing me, talking about anxiety, depression, all those kind of things. I fight it. As a guy who for 30 years woke up and would be really happy on the radio, I was thrilled when I got to work and got to crack that mic, but to get to that point was a process every day. Now, every day I would wake up at 2:30 in the morning, which sucked. All right? There's no way around it. But at 2:30, I would get up and I would sit on the edge of my bed and I would cry. I would cry every single morning trying to figure out how I was going to get the mental strength to get through the day. Because I didn't have to just get up. I had to get up and entertain Northern Colorado. I had to be funny, even if I didn't feel it. So I had to go through a lot of things in my mind to try to make it right. I have learned that in my brain, and this is something that I think all of us can deal with and learn to figure out, we have an equalizer in our head. For those of you who are into music, you know about adjusting sound and so forth. We all have that equalizer in our head. And so often we let the wrong noises and the wrong sounds have way too much volume in our heads. There are many times throughout a day that I've got to reset myself, and I'll sit there and go, why is that one person or that one event just sticking out? It doesn't deserve that. And when you recognize it as something in your head that you can control, you can go back and readjust. I may have to adjust my settings 7-8 times in a day, but eventually I get it because I know it's here. The mind has so much power. And when you realize it and harness it, it's incredible. When I finally realized the power of the brain, and I decided that for once in my life I was going to get myself together and lost 140 pounds in 7 months. And I did it because, thank you. And I did that with my brain. It was selfishly for me, but you turned on that brain mechanism that for the next 7 months, I am going to completely dedicate myself to this, immerse myself in it, and accept nothing but a success as a result. We all have that ability. If you completely immerse yourself, 100% dedicate yourself to something, and go all in, you cannot fail. You cannot fail. But the one thing that everyone needs to succeed is available in this room, at every table, you have the ability to give it. All anybody needs is opportunity. There is nothing that can be achieved without opportunity. I could have never had the career I had if I hadn't been given that first opportunity to go on the air. What these folks at Frontier House and these are looking for, they're looking for an opportunity. And it's amazing what you can do when you get an opportunity. I know many of you in business, you're looking, okay, you'll hear the phrase, it's business, it's not personal. When you hear that, you're doing business wrong. Business is supposed to be personal. Business is very personal. And what makes business personal? It's the people. It's the people. How many times, like when you hear about the 7-Eleven that sells the most coffee in the country, it's not because it's great coffee. It's because of that person working behind the counter who makes you feel a certain way when you came in. Somebody gave that person the opportunity. They may not ever work their way up and run 7-Eleven, but they're going to show up to work every day and they're going to make a difference in the life of the people they encounter. All people need is an opportunity. I believe the greatest guitar player in the world has never been handed a guitar yet. The greatest baseball player has never held a ball yet. They're waiting for an opportunity. They don't even know they're that good because nobody's ever handed it to them before. You need an opportunity to excel. Once you get that, it's amazing what you can get. Now, I've had to battle things forever. I'm a hypersensitive human. So I'm one of those people, you can have 1,000 people telling me that they love me. One person says they don't, and I spend all day trying to figure out that one person. That's something you've got to reset. And being a hypersensitive person when you're in the public is a very, very dangerous thing. It can be tough. So I remember my wife and I we were watching a movie the other day. I think it was A Dog's Journey Home. Has anyone seen this where the dog is helping out vets and stuff? And he's saying, I can feel the sadness leave him when he pets me. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm just bawling. And then I'm a mess. Commercials come on, I'm crying. I'm like, oh, the avocados came from Mexico. Oh, do you know what they had to go through to get here? Oh, incredible. So it can be brutal out there for a hypersensitive human, especially in social media. Man, you get onto Facebook and immediately you are inundated with thousands of people's energies. It used to be you could get up, go to work, come home. You might encounter a dozen people and only have to deal with their moods, energies, and their thoughts for the day. Now, the minute you sign on to social media, you are flooded with thousands of people's energies, and that can bring you down. That can really harsh your mellow, so to speak. I mean, it really can. So you have to police yourself. I've gotten to where, like, if somebody puts something up on Facebook that I don't like or I don't really want to hear about, I click those 3 little buttons beside it and say, hide this post. And if you keep doing that enough, as freaky as it is, Facebook starts to figure you out and realizes you don't want to see that stuff. And it makes your feed more friendly, and it can help you mentally have a better attitude through the day. We have a lot more things we can do than what we give ourselves credit for. Now, I have like 5,000 friends on Facebook, and believe it or not, actually, if you ask me to be a friend on Facebook, I put you in a holding tank where I actually check it out, because I don't want to get hacked or anything, so I'll look, who do we have in common, who are our common friends, all that. Well, this was funny. Not long ago, I got a request from somebody from North Dakota, and my wife and I are from North Dakota, so it stuck out to me. So I was looking, who are our common friends? We're all there, and it was, okay, I'm going to leave him in the think tank for a while. Strangest thing was that weekend, my wife and I decided to fly home and surprise my parents to show them the weight loss I had done. They hadn't seen me. So we fly to North Dakota to surprise them, and to kill time, we decided to go to the mall. We're walking through the mall, and I look, and I pass this guy. I said, Kyla, that's the dude who just asked me to be friends from North Dakota. I mean, it stuck out. I said, let's go by him again. And if he gives me a look like, I think I know him, I said, please just go with me on this. All right, just trust me. So we walk by, and I look at him, and I see him look back at me like this, and I said, Derek, And he turned, I said, Derek, how you doing? I'm Brian Gary, I'm from Colorado. You've asked me to be friends, and I want you to know I take this stuff pretty serious. To see the color leave a white man's face. It's one of the most beautiful things ever. And I talked to him, I said, you know, I just have a few questions. I understand you work at Caribou Coffee. You want to go talk there? So that stuck out, and he's just, we separated. I go back to the car. I said, that's funny. I said, I'm going to accept him. And I go, he had withdrawn the friend group. But while we're here and what we're doing, there's something that hit me as I was sitting here and listening, that, you know, a commercial will come on TV or a news story will hit about an animal that's in danger. You know, maybe a wounded animal, an animal that was abused, an animal that wasn't quite treated right, might have a problem. The swarm of people who are moved by that is amazing, and it's wonderful. I love that it is. And people will go to try to rescue that animal and do everything they can for that animal. We don't do that for our people. Why the hell not? There's such an outcry if something happens to an animal, and again, I love animals and they should be, but I love people. And people deserve not second chances, not third chances, not fourth chances, as many damn chances as it takes. I am living proof that it can happen. It took me about 873 chances, and I finally got it, but I got it. I was given opportunity, and I was given room to make mistakes. You guys have the ability to give opportunity to people who are going to give you everything they've got. Everything. Their devotion, their dedication. My wife worked with, when she first started here years ago, was first with Frontier House and had several wonderful experiences of hiring people and bringing them in. The employees that they became, the dedicated employees, those ones that make 7-Eleven have the best-selling coffee in the country, are those type of people. They need a chance. They deserve a chance. Anything can happen. John Lennon asked for everyone to give peace a chance, right? I'm asking everyone to give people a chance. And those people are right here. They're right in our community, and they have so much light to shine on us. Let's just give them the room to do it. I'm Brian Gary, Happiness Warrior. I thank you so much for your time. You guys, everybody's waiting for somebody to make a difference. Everyone's sitting there going, somebody should help this person, somebody should do that. We've got a whole dang room full of somebodies here. Every one of us is somebody, and every one of you has the chance to make a difference in somebody's life. Start that ripple effect, and let's do it. Thank you for being here, and thank you for caring.